Congratulations, Space Explorer candidate. You've been chosen for an all-expense-paid trip to the stars. You'll be able to travel to alien worlds, to meet strange new creatures, and to eat as much goo as you want. And always remember, when you journey to the Savage Planet journeys to you! Journey to the Savage Planet is a first-person action-adventure game. In it, you play as a low-wage space explorer who has been sent to a mysterious world by an overactive corporation. When you arrive, you discover that the world is filled with unusual life forms and strange alien artifacts, and if you want to collect your Christmas bonus, you're going to need to gather up as many as you can. Most of your time on the planet will be spent exploring from a first-person perspective. There is some basic platforming, and you can run, jump, and climb your way over various obstacles. As you make your way through the environment, you'll be able to gather a variety of resources, power-ups, and collectibles. You may also encounter some of the local wildlife, most of which is benign, but some of which is aggressive. Killing these creatures will reward you with additional crafting materials. Now, while you have a blaster to defend yourself with, as you explore, you'll also find a variety of canisters, seeds, and oozes that you can pick up and pocket in your grenade belt. These grenades serve as your secondary weapons, and there's a large variety which allow you to interact with both enemies and the environment. Bait grenades, for instance, can be used to lure enemies into a specific area, while bounce grenades can be used to create a jump pad wherever they land. As you explore new areas, you'll find new grenade types, and collecting them unlocks additional abilities, allowing you to solve puzzles or defeat powerful enemies. Journey to the Savage Planet also includes minor Metroidvania elements, where you are mostly free to explore wherever you wish, but will occasionally come across obstacles or puzzles that you can't immediately bypass. Now, sometimes you'll be able to progress by beating a certain enemy or a powerful boss at the end of a level, but most of the time you'll need to go back to your ship so that you can craft powerful upgrades. These upgrades include both general improvements, such as increasing your damage or carry capacity, as well as utility upgrades, such as gaining the ability to double jump or unlocking a grappling hook that allows you to attach to specific grapple points. These new upgrades will allow you to reach new areas and overcome obstacles that were previously insurmountable. Journey to the Savage Planet has a lot of positives. For starters, the game looks really nice. Everything is rendered in this over-exaggerated, cartoony style, which means exploring the environments and seeing all the strange flora and fauna is always interesting, but it's also very functional at the same time. Enemies and resources are all recognizable from a distance, and you even have a helpful scanner to identify points of interest in the environment. The progression of the game is also really strong. Defeating bosses and unlocking new equipment always feels good, and the levels themselves are designed in such a way that you're encouraged to backtrack and explore so that you can find new pickups and power-ups. Tying your progress to the different grenade types was also pretty clever, as unlocking each new subtype gives you an immediate benefit either for exploration or combat. Now, it's not a perfect experience. The game's controls, for instance, feel a little bit floaty. Your auto-aim has a hard time locking onto fast-moving opponents, and moving and jumping can sometimes feel like you're on the surface of the moon. Although, honestly, I think it comes out in your favor, as having a very high jump with a lot of control in air means that platforming is a little easier. Also, there is some mandatory backtracking. There's one set of collectibles that you have to get in order to complete the game. Also, while you have infinite ammo, you don't have infinite grenades, and certain types are only available in certain areas. So if you run out, you have to go back to those locations in order to gather more. And I mean, it's not unbearable. The game does have a fast travel system, but it is very tedious for something that you need in order to progress. Also, I should mention, the game does have co-op, so if you and a friend want to explore the Savage Planet together, you certainly can. Although, this is a rare example where I would say co-op doesn't actually make the game any better. Most of the game's exploration and platforming is designed for a single-player experience, so having someone else running around, jumping on platforms, and grappling right in front of you doesn't help anything. Also, co-op will make the game's combat almost trivial. Most of the tougher enemies and level bosses are designed around using your special grenades to weaken them and then using your blaster to finish them off. Having a second player there so that you can double up on grenade usage means that most of the game's enemies will barely be able to put up a challenge. In the end, I would give Journey to the Savage Planet 3 out of 4 stars and a recommendation. If you like action-adventure games, this is a great choice. It's got large, open levels full of puzzles and platforming and weird alien creatures. And the Metroidvania elements encourage you to explore and backtrack so that you can pick up all the collectibles. Co-op will make the game noticeably easier, but even solo, you'll probably finish it in under 10 hours. Alright, that's enough for me. I'm off to explore less wild and wacky worlds. Till next time.
Congratulations! You surveyed the planet and survived. We here at Kindred cannot thank you enough.